Your Comedy Minute Comedy Showcase.
Your Comedy Minute Comedy Showcase.
Our first guest is originally from Detroit. He's coming to us from Virginia. Please welcome Craig Worthy, the entertainer. Craig, thank you so much for giving us some of your time.
No problem. No problem.
Nice to have you here. Nice to have you here, my friend.
Oh, it's glad to be here. I'm always happy to be here. I'm actually so happy that I'm in Virginia right now. Everything is going really, really well out here in Virginia. And I always do like to tell people that I am from Detroit. It's very important that I let people know that, because they think I'm not from here or whatever the case may be. So I let people know I'm from Detroit. And Detroit is a love-hate relationship with me, because in Detroit is pretty much the only place in America where your weed man could be like sitting on the porch and the porch doesn't have a house behind it. So it's rough out there in Detroit. It's really, really rough. Like, and for some odd reason, all our weed men that be sitting on the porch, they all sound like Tracey Morgan. For some odd reason, you straight on weed. Straight on weed. Where your house at, brother? Shit, I gotta do what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know, type shit. You know, and it's just, but that's the love-hate relationship that I have with Detroit.
I've been to Detroit, by the way.
Oh yeah, Detroit is a beautiful city. It's beautiful, but it's just certain things that I can't get over. Like the key to the city. Like, we had some key to the city situations out there. Like, you know who got a key to the city in Detroit? Santa Claus, Elmo, and Saddam Hussein. When I found out Saddam, so that means the key to the city then went to the North Pole, Sesame Street, in the FBI's watch list. Like, that's ridiculous. At this point, when you find out you had the key to the city, you can just pick the lock when you find out Saddam Hussein got a key to the city. You can pick the lock at this point. But I moved out of Detroit 2016. I moved to Atlanta, and Atlanta is very beautiful. It's a very beautiful place. I kind of went down there after a divorce, and there was a lot of women down there. It was cool. But I noticed something about some of the women down in Atlanta. And I don't know if y'all noticed, but some of the women in Atlanta didn't like to shave their beards. I went down there looking for peaches and curves, and all that was down there was goatees and confidence. It was rough. But I started my comedy. Yeah, I started my comedy career out there. And in order to kind of do comedy and kind of move around, I had to start driving Uber. And Uber was kind of interesting because I didn't like driving Uber, because in Atlanta, I got hit on a lot. They would say, "Oh, you're so cute. What's your sign?" Or, "When we get to this spot, can you come in and have a drink with us?" And one time I was a little sleepy behind the wheel. Right. And I was like dozing off, and they said, "Can you come in? You know, if you want to, you could come inside, you know, take a little rest with us." They was hitting on me saying, "You come inside, lay in the bed with us." And it sounded really good, and it would sound even better if it was coming from the ladies and not exclusively from the guys. And now, yeah, the thing is, I'm not gay, so I'm not gonna lay down in the bed with another man. But I'm not homophobic. I do enjoy free drinks and compliments. So that was kind of fun. That part was fun. So I did take a couple of those drinks. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Drinks and compliments. That's good.
Just a couple of them. I'm in a long-term relationship right now, and that's only because I hate dating, not because I love the relationship. She actually had a baby on me on my birthday. And if you think I broke up with her, I didn't. I would rather take care of another man's baby than to ask another woman what her favorite color is. Like, "Oh, what's your favorite color?" I don't know. Clear, bitch. I don't. And don't ask me what my favorite color is. My favorite color is dark black. If I have to sign up for another dating app, that's my problem right there. But right before I moved out, I had a situation where my father passed away, and at his funeral, I just didn't want a ghetto funeral because most of my dad's side funeral, they came out a little bit too different for me. Like my uncles, I wanted my dad's funeral to be a little bit different. But I remember growing up with my dad. He had all of these like little girlfriends around town, and I would have to spend weekends with him. And all of those little girlfriends decided to show up to the funeral. And it was weird because all of these women showed up with small children, and we all looked alike. They had the big forehead and everything. I didn't know if I was at a funeral or a Maury Povich show. So, but one of the ladies, she got on my nerve. Oh my goodness, I couldn't stand it. Her name is Miss Ann, and the pastor said if anybody wants to say something to the dearly departed, please come up. You got 2 minutes. And Miss Ann, she walked up there, and she was telling everybody how she gave my daddy that wop.
Oh, no.
I don't know. For 2 minutes straight. He said he could get it in the morning. He can get it at night. He can come home and get it as a snack. And I'm not saying that she was lying because my dad was like that. He was all over the place with this little thing. He was getting it in everywhere. And I'm not saying that the lady was lying, but I would say she was lying about one thing. You see, WAP is a new school game. That's for the new girls. She's an old school type of girl. She had that old school WAP. She had that WAP by the new. He had that tutti frutti booty. So,
Bop, bop, a loo,
you
bop,
know,
bop,
I
bop,
mean,
bop. Hey, man, that's good,
yeah,
Craig. That's good. We're going to move on if that's all right. I thank you for being here. You got one
all right,
more?
no
Go ahead, do
problem.
one more. Do one more.
One more. Well, being as I'm from Detroit, I don't do a lot of complaining here in Virginia because I've lived a hard life in Detroit, and somebody
Right?
was complaining about potholes out here in Virginia. And I'm like, why are you complaining about potholes? Like, I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Our potholes got potholes. Our potholes are so big.
That's funny.
Our potholes are so big in Detroit that you can live in our potholes. One bed, one bath potholes. Our potholes are so big you can sell drugs out of our potholes. Just like last time I was there, a guy popped out of the pothole and said, "You straight on weed?" I'm
Oh,
straight on weed,
man.
Mr. Weed. Man.
Oh, my. You wrapped that up perfectly, my friend. This next comedian has performed from New York to Nashville. She was part of the Ladies Room Comedy Festival with my buddy Nancy Levine. She was also part of the Ladies of Laughter competition. And I have a friend of hers, Bruce Lipsky, and she says she pays him each month. Welcome, Tracey B. Simon. Tracey, thank you for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, Scott. It's been a bit of a tumult, as you know, moving and
Yeah.
everything. But in between, my husband and I celebrated our 46th wedding anniversary.
Wow.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't believe we actually met on the New York City subway. It was a typical story. I mean, the car was packed. I looked at him. He looked at me. He threw open his trench coat. You know, but I mean, it was like a fairy tale. Okay, a fairy tale inspired by OnlyFans. But this wasn't, though, the first time he ever picked up a woman on public transportation. His last girlfriend was on Amtrak, but he quickly learned how to go to underground to find diamonds. So he's also, surprise, surprise, a model train enthusiast.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, and practically every weekend he drags me to a train expo, or as I like to call them, Incel Central. Yeah, I mean, every guy there beside my husband was single, okay, and it was little wonder because they never updated their wardrobes. They stand around wearing overalls and engineer caps and bandanas. Oh God, they look like a casting call for Shining Time Station, And I really think the last date they were ever on was a play date. Okay, yeah, even the Comic Con fans think they're weird. So my husband said, like, don't mind these guys. They're just foamers. In other words, they foam at the mouth when they see a steam train. Yeah, and one of them heard him and just got up in his face and screamed, "Don't call us foamers. We prefer train sexual." But personally, I like the work they do on the layouts. I mean, while my husband's watching the trains go round and round, it's kind of like a nerd Indy 500. I check out the little towns and scenery. Okay. And they don't miss a thing. Tiny trucks, little office buildings, diminutive drive-ins with little Lotharios grabbing teeny tiny tatas. But what really impressed me in a layout was one for the Meadowlands, okay, New Jersey. There among the little trees were mini mobsters pulling a body out of a scaled down Chevy to toss into a sand pit. I mean, really authentic. But also, another thing that's got me upset, I have a milestone birthday coming up next month, and it's the big none of your damn business. Okay? I mean, this one really bothers me because not that long ago, I was considered a hottie. Okay, just roll with it, Scott.
I'm
Okay, for the
I'm
sake of the
trying. I'm
joke, roll
trying.
with it. You
I'm
know,
trying.
but I'm still hot, but only when I perform at nursing homes. Yeah, nothing makes you look more attractive than a room full of cataracts. But oh, come on. Who am I kidding? The last time I was hot was during menopause.
That's
Mm. But along those lines, swimsuit season is here. Yay. Yeah, to me, it's like deer season is to Bambi. You know, I mean, I'm realistic. I'm built like you can't see it, but I'm built like an hourglass with 2 hours of sand in the bottom. Okay. Yeah, my sister inherited mom's jewelry. I got her hips and thighs, you know. But last year, I figured life's too short and I wore a two-piece to the beach. Yeah. Everything was fine until some teenager yelled at me I should cover up because he didn't need to see my stretch marks. Yeah. Well, excuse me. These are scars from my night of passion with Wolverine. He was impressed. He was impressed. But I call my husband Wolverine because he doesn't trim his nails. Hmm, you know. But I do have to tone up a bit, and I signed up for an aerobics class led
Right.
by a pit bull in spandex named Ashley. Ashley says we have to own our bodies. Well, judging from her implants, she's got 3 more payments. But to motivate us, Ashley screams, "Look here, cream puffs. Look at this ass. I didn't get this ass sitting around eating brownies. I can crack walnuts with this ass." Well, if she's cracking walnuts with her ass, I won't eat her brownies either.
Oh,
I'm tired.
perfect.
Thank
Tracey,
you.
that's perfect.
Mwah. Thank
You
you.
want to do one more? Do you want to do one more?
Well, I'll tell you. Like I said, my husband is a train fan, and
I
being
didn't
married.
get past the train enthusiast. Him with a little choo-choo track.
Yeah. Oh, please. But it took getting used to because early in our marriage, I heard him murmuring other women's names in his sleep. So I grilled him about it in the morning, and I said, "Who the hell are Anna, Clara, and Guadalupe?" Right. He says, "Do you always have a thing for Latinas?" He goes, "What Latinas? Those are stops on the California Pacific Surf Line."
Good stuff. Our last guest is a comedian, storyteller. She's a Moth Story Scam winner and has performed at the Broadway Comedy Club. And I'll tell you what, she's a wonderful, wonderful, talented young lady. I hope I say it right. Please welcome Eleonora Kostinsky. Did I say it right?
You did. And thank you for saying I'm young because compared to some of you, I'm actually young. I'm only turning 55 in several
wait,
months.
I think you're from Russia, aren't you?
I am from, Ukraine, whatever.
Yeah,
But
my brother was married to a Ukrainian woman.
Well, I'm a Jew, but I was born in Ukraine, but I call myself a Russian New Yorker, which
Okay.
means that I sleep in New Jersey. I always liked living on the edge, so I, 6 months ago, moved to Edgewater. And this is what I see from my window.
Wow,
Yes.
that's beautiful.
That's a New
Can you
York
can you show it again?
skyline.
Show it again
Yeah.
if you don't mind, Eleanor.
You see?
Wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic. What a view.
it is. Well, you need to get up high. It's 4 floors
Oh,
because
I'm high.
see,
I'm getting there.
you're getting there.
I'm trying.
Yeah, so I moved from Livingston. You know, we call it Livingston because it's famous for bagels and brunettes that go to Temple Shalom. But Temple Shalom went out of business and a Chinese church took over. I said Judaism is under new management. We used to be all Japs, and now we're Japs and Chaps, Chinese American princesses. But everyone looks the same in Lexus, Lululemon, and hair L'Oreal, medium fucking brown, like mine. Actually, I had highlights, and that's why I had to move because I cannot fit in into Livingston anymore. Well, you see, you hear the noise in Livingston. I didn't hear a thing. I called it hospice. I had to drive to Jersey City just to feel my pulse. Because when I see New York City skyline, I know I am still alive and breathing. But before, as you hear from my beautiful accent, I've only been here for 36 years. I lived in Soviet Union. It was so long, I blocked it until it was COVID. I'm in Costco. I see empty shelves, long lines, and I'm like, hello, motherland. I'm back. I never thought I would see Americans fight for toilet paper. And not just like something fancy, Kirkland. And they complained Kirkland was too rough. I'm like, people, you don't know what's rough until you try newspaper Pravda. That's Russian for the truth. And you guys know that the truth hurts. It penetrated the asses and the minds. That's what you call double penetration. In this case, it's Soviet style. Yeah, but that's what made us tough. And Americans, you guys are charming, ultra soft.
Oh man, I saw that one coming. Man, oh man.
Well, I have two
That's great. Now
charmings.
keep going. Keep going. You
I
got me
have
going on that
two
one.
charmings, a boy and a girl, and both say I'm worse than Putin. And you know who I am? I'm a Jewish mom. We know what's best for our children. Like Putin knows what's best for Ukraine.
Good Lord.
So I penetrate with mathematics. And as a result, my daughter came out as Asian. But now I did not close the door, and I'm afraid she will scream and send me, where she sends me. Usually she tells me to relax. I'm like, okay, I don't know about you, but I've never seen a relaxed Russian woman. But But now my best friend is ChatGPT. So I asked him or her or it, what should I do? And he goes, just start yoga. I went to yoga, breathe in, but, I have asthma. But then it was a miracle chant. Om. And I felt vibration in body parts my vibrator cannot reach. And, I needed to have more of that because Tracey, as opposed to you, my husband is a nerd, which says a lot. So I flew to Sedona. That's where white women go to vibrate. Okay? I'm on top of a mountain. This woman next to me, she goes, "You need a crystal." And then she opened up her box and it had more crystals than Walter White could cook. And I heard the voice, not in my head, from the box. And the voice said, "Pick me." So $1,500 later, I was ready to vibrate forever. But in the morning, it turned out it was a crystal crime because it lost its voice. But you have another gemstone. You want to guess which one I have that always keeps me safe? It's Chase Sapphire.
I knew that. I saw that one coming. Oh my.
So last, I went back to yoga. And then I stand and this time, I got a human vibrator. A hot black stud in tight yellow pants. And I was in downward dog, starts hitting on me. I'm like, "You need my glasses? Or do you have cataracts?" He goes, "No, lady, I have a BBC." I'm like, "British television network?" But it was a different programming. So that's it for me, Scott.